Hello, my beautiful Leos. Hello, hello. I hope you're all doing well. Well, welcome in, welcome back. Hi, Frankie. Frankie Kitty is walking across the screen saying hello to my Leos. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today is Thursday, January 29th, as I'm doing this reading, but it is timeless, so whenever you come to it, I am confident there will be a message for you. There are a lot of messages already that are coming through for you, Leos, but please do remember this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, so first of all, I use the beautiful tea leaf oracle deck to get some messages, and it comes in two stages. Some of these were paired up by 2 and 2 and 2, but yours is 3 and 3. So these are two separate messages that came through with the tea leaf. So the first card out is Tiger, doing something risky and taking a chance. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. And then Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. So it looks like, Leos, that you're going to be taking a risk on something, but it is going to bring about some sort of a loss. It doesn't have to be the loss of a person. It could be. Could it be a risky investment? Yes. Could it be a risky relationship? Yes. But whatever it is that you're going to take that risk or chance, it is not going to be in your favor. So this is a red flag. You can change this, right? This is why we do these readings, so that Spirit can give you messages that maybe help you make a different decision. So if you're presented with something that seems risky or seems too good to be true, you may not want to do that, because you will persevere and you will overcome that problem. And, sometimes we have to learn from our losses, right? Then in the next row, you have Beetle, good fortune. That's great, right? Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. So this could be an actual trip, a journey, something like that. But it could also be a journey of the mind through a vision quest or an ayahuasca or just a deep meditation, right? And then Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. So, good fortune, a journey, and then not lowering your standards. So, something could come along, it's similar to this message, that you may need to say no to, right? Maybe you get some good fortune and somebody wants you to invest something, right? Maybe you have good fortune, you meet somebody on this journey, or you get some sort of idea that you were thinking, well, I could do that, but it doesn't really feel right. That's what it feels like when you lower your standards, right? Another sign got this, but I think it might have been Aquarius. I can't remember. So just be mindful of that, okay? And then I haven't used this deck for a long, long time, the Tree of Life Oracle, but this is what they wanted me to use for your reading this morning. So the first card out, and this is what these cards look like. They're beautiful. It's just they have long messages, and I'm just not often prompted to use them. The Personality Triangle. Personality, nature, mindfulness. And you see how they have the male and female symbols there, as well as the moon, right? So this card asks you to look at personality matters that are clouding your judgment. Conversations that have gotten out of hand, a romantic encounter that isn't going as planned, or a lack of clarity about what you want to manifest. So this definitely ties into these messages, right? You may notice the struggle between your thoughts and your emotions, delaying some decision that you need to make. So you're having a struggle between the head and the heart, possibly. That's a message that definitely fits with that card. And it could tie into not lowering your standards, persevering, right? Having sorrow. All of this can tie in to the struggle between the head and the heart. And then the next card I love, actually. This is the 12th path, the Magician. Magic, divine mind, and intent. And here they show the magician as a female, and she has all the elements at her fingertips, wrapped in that beautiful red sash. It is just a beautiful card. There are as many myths and stories about the world of magic as there are stars in the sky. But all of them have one thing in common: intention. What is your intention right now? What is it you want to send out into the world, and how are you going to use your magic to make it so? I mean, that also ties in with all of this. Perseverance, not being tempted to lower your standards, are all ways that magic, the magician, the powers of you as a human being can come into play, right? Using your intuition for sure, Leos. Intuition and intention, right? Using your intuition to figure out what you're going to do, how you're going to respond, how you're going to act, which investments you're going to do, who you're going to partner with, all of that, right? Yeah. Doing something risky, taking a chance, sorrow over a loss, persevere, and you will overcome the problem. Good fortune, a journey either physical or mental, and then not being tempted to lower your standards. Would love for you to give this a thumbs up. Would love for you to comment and let me know what does this mean. Oh my God. The magician. You have the power, Leos. You have the power within you. We all do. But unfortunately, we forget about it, or we forget how to use it. We forget how powerful we are, how our Creator made us, right? Then you have the Eight of Pentacles. That's working. That's persevering. Pentacles are how you earn your money, what you do to get money to pay your bills. It could be your own business. It could be working for someone else. Oh my gosh. Okay. Somehow this deck is just... They did all that work just to get the Page of Cups out. So... some emotional situation that you don't have much experience with. And that could definitely be along with that taking a chance or something risky, right? An emotional situation. It could also be tied into that loss, right? Maybe you're in disbelief about something that just doesn't go your way, right? Could be that. Six of Cups, nostalgia. Six of Swords, trying to go to something new, dragging along all the old, right? You don't want to be doing that. Sixes are harmony. But, yeah. Okay, so let me just get this. How many do we have? Okay, we need 2 more cards, Spirit, please. 2 more cards for the beautiful Leos so we can get this full message here. Page of Swords, 2 pages, 2 magicians. Something new is definitely going to happen. Something that you're not familiar with. Something that you don't have a lot of experience with. And that could be where the risk comes in, because possibly you think, oh, this isn't that bad. Yeah, this sounds great. You know, like somebody says, oh, let's go into business together, doing this thing. I just need you to invest, $10,000. And within a month, we'll be making, money hand over fist or whatever. Something like that. I don't know why Spirit is giving me that. But if it sounds too good to be true, it is. Okay? Don't forget that. All right. What is the last card here from the tarot, please, for my beautiful Leos? Taking their time. Taking their time, but we want the right card. We never want to rush Spirit. 7 of Swords. Fox in the hen house. Okay. So, the magician. Oh, maybe did I get an extra card? I don't know. Let's see. I forgot about this one. The magician. Right here. 2 magicians. You have a female magician and a male magician. Right here on this personality card is male and female. Remember I had said that earlier? So that is really interesting. The 8 of Pentacles, hard work. This is your hard work. What have you been doing? Right? What have you been working on? He's toiling away. But here's the thing. All the things around him that he is not noticing, the kitty cat, the fruit tree, the birds, all the beauty around him, because he is so focused on work or, what he is doing and creating. Page of Cups, as I said, this is something new, some new emotional thing for you, right? Cups is water, nurturing, love. Sometimes it's emotion, right? So you're feeling like he's standing on this rock and he's like, okay, where do I go and what do I do? Some new emotional feeling for you, Leos. And then you have the Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. This is thinking back to how things used to be and wishing that they were like that now, which is a very dangerous thing. That's a dangerous, risky thing to do. Because when we stop appreciating how things are in our life now, they can be taken away and then we can have some issues. Okay, let me put this magician over here because I'm having some trouble getting my cards laid out the way they're supposed to be. And the Six of Cups here. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles, toiling away, ignoring what's around you, some new emotional situation that comes about, thinking about the past and wishing that things were like they used to be is dangerous, as I said. That was followed by the Six of Swords. This is trying to get to a new situation, but you're dragging all your baggage and all your thoughts. These could be negative thoughts, and you can't get to that new thing when you're dwelling on the past. That's the exact words that Spirit gave me. Don't dwell on the past if you want something new, right? You can persevere. Don't lower your standards. Then you have the Page of Swords. This is the page of communication, right? One sword, truth. Page, messenger. So some message is trying to get through to you, and this is what it feels like. It feels like somebody is knocking on a helmet you have on your head, literally trying to tell you something, and because you have that helmet, because you're closing it off, you're not getting the message. You're not hearing what they're trying to tell you, Leos. And then you have the Seven of Swords. So you have Six of Swords, Page of Swords, Seven of Swords. This all has to do with communication, right? The communication that you're telling yourself about when you try to go to something new, maybe some negativity there, right? The Page of Swords. This is, like I said, it's like a message is trying to get through and you're just closed off. So that leaves room for this sneaky person to get into your thoughts, right? And maybe tell you something that you shouldn't believe. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. I really feel like that goes with that Seven of Swords. I really do. Let me just take another look here. Can I get all three of these in there? They won't go like that. Okay. So let's just recap for a moment. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Sorrow over a loss. Persevere and you will overcome the problem. So here in this row, with this focusing so hard on something that you're missing what's around you, right? This Page of Cups, new feeling, new emotion. This Six of Cups, the feeling of wanting things to be the way they used to be, because the new feeling, you don't like the new feeling. You want the old feeling. That's what Spirit is giving me as I'm going over these. And then all of these swords, all of this communication down here, right? Good fortune, you could go towards good fortune, but if you're, whoops, I put them on there the wrong way. But if you're not listening to the messages, if the messages aren't getting through, then that leaves room for temptation, doubt, right? So you have two magicians, the masculine and the feminine. You're struggling with your head and your heart right now, right? But you have the power. Balancing the masculine and feminine, these magicians, is the key to this. You actually have all the power at your fingertips for the right outcome, for the good fortune, not being tempted, right? Persevering and getting through it, Leos. So something is definitely up where you are not trusting your own intuition and your own inner guidance, your own inner self, your guides, the message that is so desperately trying to get through to you, that communication that is really trying to get through, right? This you got to get rid of the negativity, right? You cannot let that in. And while we're looking back at our past, I mean, sure, I wish that I was, 40 pounds lighter. I wish that I had my 20-year-old body, but I don't dwell on it. I look at it with love and say, wow, I had a great life. I did all those things. And at my age now, I can still shovel snow. I'm not on any medications. I mean, I have to look at all the good that is now, not be appreciative of my past, right? But not dwell on it. And then your animal oracle is the coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. That goes along with what I said about this Eight of Pentacles, where you're so focused on something that you're missing the beauty of your life. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. So if you do lose something, or if you do take a risk, don't dwell on it. That's what brings this in, right? Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. That's right there. That's Seven of Swords, where I said if you dwell on things and if you let your negative thoughts come in, negative emotions come in, then that's going to leave room for somebody or something, it could even be you, to come in there with all that negativity, right? So you don't want to get trapped in negativity. I feel like that's a big message for this one, Leo, is not, if you do make a mistake, it's fine. You can move on from that because you are the magician. You have a double message that you are the magician. You can get through whatever troubles are coming your way, whatever challenges are coming your way, right? Yeah. Struggling with the head and heart is a big one. Knowing that you have the power to overcome anything is a big one. Not dwelling on whatever challenges you do have, or whatever losses you do have, or what doesn't work out. Don't dwell on it, okay? Remember, this is you, magician. All right, I hope this has helped, Leos. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.